collaboration, Rustic Wednesday, but on Saturday. And the hosts are Shelly at Repurpose My Way and Dawn at Shabby Meets Bling. These are two very talented ladies, and I am so excited to be on a lineup with them today. And there are so many other creators on the playlist. And the link to their channels will be below in my description box. So after you're done watching my video, click on those links and go to their channels and show them some love. Okay, let's get started with the projects. DIY number one. Here's what I have. I have some Waverly Antique Wax, Apple Barrel Paint in Black, Warm Buff, and Pink Eraser. And you can find all of those paints at Walmart. I also have a farmhouse pig that I got from Dollar General. He was only $1. And I have a pie pan. It's already old and rustic, so I'm not going to do anything to that. Someone gifted it to me. But what I did do is, I'm showing you here, I did take some of the white paint and I did distress it just a little bit. I painted the pig with some of the pink eraser, and I also distressed it with some of the Waverly Antique Wax. Now what I'm doing right here is taking 2 tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the back of the pig and add some more hot glue to the tumbling tower blocks and hot glue it to the center of the pie pan. And I tried to make the pig look like he had been playing in a lot of mud. So I focused mainly on the bottom of his feet, his tail, and his nose, his snort. And right here I added a piece of cotton fabric, and I distressed it to make it look worn and old with some of that antique wax. I also chipped and broke my button to make it look like it had been there forever. And I also added some antique wax to that to make it look vintage and old. DIY number two. I have a printable that I printed off of Google of a chicken. I have one of those little miniature pie pans that I got from the thrift store for 25 cents. Some jute twine and some Mod Podge. Now what I did was I fussy cut around the chicken and cut it out. Got as much of the white paper from around it as I possibly can. And I'm also going to take some of this apple barrel paint in white to distress the little pie pan with, because when I place the chicken against it, by being as dark as it is, it really didn't show up. You couldn't really see it, so I decided to add some paint to the little pan. And I'm going to decoupage it on the chicken onto the pan in the center of it with some Mod Podge. And I'm just going to take a sponge, spread it all around, place the chicken in the center of it with the little tiny eggs. I'm going to add her eggs too, and I'm just going to use my fingertips to smooth it out. And the reason why I just use my fingertips, I didn't use the iron method or the heat method, is because the printer paper is a little thicker than napkins. I usually use the heating method with the napkins because it's so thin. But by being printer paper, using my fingertips and that sponge worked out just fine. And I am going to focus around the edges of the chicken to like highlight it to so you can see it better against the pie, the darkness of the pie pan. And I added a hanger with the jute twine and also a gingham bow out of some gingham ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I added a little button to give it a little more character. And I think this came out absolutely adorable. Leave me a comment, guys, and let me know what you think. DIY number 3. I have a picture frame and I've had it a while. I found it at one of my thrift stores, but it's been in my stash and some kind of way I lost the backing off of it. But I have a vintage um, picture that I printed off of my Google free printables, and I'm gonna use that. And I took some of the apple barrel paint in black. I went over the picture frame because I wanted it to give it a total different look from what it was. It was already rustic looking and vintage looking, but because of the color of my picture, I printed it out in black and white. I wanted to kind of sort of make the frame, blend in with the picture. So I painted it black and I went back with some of the white apple barrel paint and I distressed it to my liking. And the distressing came out absolutely like I wanted it to. I wasn't too sure about it, but it did. So what I did was I found some cardboard sheets and I cut that out to size to make a backing for my frame because like I said, I didn't have one. And I just inserted it and pulled the tabs down on the back, and I love this piece. I absolutely love it. And I think those are sunflowers that's in that picture. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I absolutely love this one. And I've had that frame so long, y'all. I can't even remember what kind of picture was originally in the frame, but I knew I wanted to have that frame. DIY number 4. Here's what I have. I just have some sticks that I picked up out of my yard. I have some raffia from Dollar Tree and some of that molding clay from Dollar Tree. It came in a pack with like 6 in a pack, and I'm going to use that to mold me some little bird eggs. And I took the raffia and I just took it and put it in my hand and molded a bird's nest. All I did was use some hot glue. I just kept playing with it and playing with it until I got it into the shape of the bird nest that I wanted. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm going to arrange the wood sticks in a position that I like, because this is a centerpiece, or so to say. That's what I'm going to use it for, a centerpiece on my table. So yeah, I'm just using some hot glue and wood glue to create the shape that I want for my centerpiece. And like I said, I took that molding clay and all I did was just stick a little dab of it, a little piece of it, and roll it around in the center of my hand until I got the shape of the eggs that I wanted. I painted them with some of the white paint, and I used some of the black paint to put like different little shapes on it to make them look like actual bird eggs, give them some color and character. And I inserted them into the bird nest to see how they would look in there. And I think they are so cute. And of course, a bird nest needs a bird, and that's just a bird that I had in my stash. And I think it came out absolutely adorable. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Guys, I hope you like these projects as much as I do. And everything came out exactly to my expectations. Finally, everything in my video came out the way I wanted it to come out. And here's the final reveal. And this is my first time doing any projects that's really rustic and vintage. I have done farmhouse, and farmhouse is my thing. That's what I like to do. But this is my first time going this deep into vintage or rustic. So guess what? I am going to keep all of these for myself. They are going into a space in my home somewhere. Don't forget, this is a open playlist collaboration. Go over to the playlist, click on these creators link and show them some love. And don't forget the two hosts. Go to their channel and watch their videos also. Okay, let me take this time to thank all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And thanks to all my new subscribers, and welcome. And you guys are so deeply appreciated. And if you're just stopping by or coming from one of the other channels, hello there and welcome, and thank you for stopping in. If it's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing. If so, don't forget the notification bell. Click it, drop down, click all. YouTube will notify you when I upload. And always remember to get lost in what you love. Bye-bye.